deal.
Mr. Campbell-Adamson's statement has already had repercussions in the election campaign. Over now to David Dimbleby.
Both the Conservative and Labour leaders referred directly to the CBI statement in speeches tonight. Mr. Heath said the government had always been ready to consider amendments to the Industrial Relations Act. Mr. Wilson promised that if Labour won the election, they would repeal the Act as soon as possible. Mr. Wilson, speaking at Brighouse in Yorkshire, attacked the Conservative record on industrial disputes.
The election, according to the Conservatives, is supposed to be about strikes. They repeat they would keep the Industrial Relations Act. Tonight on television we saw that the Director General of the Confederation of British Industries, the Bosses Union, have said that the Industrial Relations Act must be repealed. Even the bosses say it. The CBI say it, the TUC say it. Now, the loss of working time due to strikes as a result of Tory policies has been 4 times as much each year as it was under the Labour government 6 years from 1964 to 1970. So my questions on strikes are these. Have you heard anything from the Tories in this election to suggest that they have any idea whatsoever of dealing with industrial relations apart from continuing to embitter them by pitched battles with the unions?
That's figured largely today is Britain's trade balance and the huge deficit announced yesterday. Mr. Heath brought the subject up at his morning conference, claiming that only a Conservative government would have the confidence of the rest of the world in handling Britain's financial problems. At the Labour conference, the former Chancellor, Mr. Roy Jenkins, said the government was saying that every disaster was an argument for its own stewardship. A still worse result would have given Mr. Heath a still stronger claim. Peter Hill put Mr. Jenkins' point to the Prime Minister later today and asked him what he had to say.
Mr. Jenkins ought to understand what the trade figures are about. If he analyses them, he will see that the additional cost of oil, of raw materials and of machinery, which we've imported this January, is about just over 400 million greater than January of last year.